Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, you lovely lot. So I've just been sidetracked by a camper van that, like a VW camper van, very old one, also pulling a very old caravan. I didn't actually think old VWs, had the power to pull anything, let alone a caravan. Can't even pull themselves usually. Anywho, distracted much? Yes. So I have arrived nearish to where I'm going to be hanging out with Damon and Rick, which is who I'm hanging out with. Don't know if I told you that. But I've seen a very nice little village en route, so I thought I would stop here because there's a cafe. The dogs can have a wee. I'm being looked at. Look, they're being looked at. They can have a wee, and we can go for a little wander around before I hit the road again and travel a bit further. So let's go and see what is in this lovely village. I think it's called Frampton-on-Severn, I think was the name of the place as we came through. Anyway, let's go and have a little look. Lovely little village green. A shop. A pub or cafe. It's a pub, that one. We're right by the River Severn. This looks like a canal basin. I guess it's the River Severn. Anyway, cars coming, so we can't go that way. I'm wondering, I think that bridge must rise because it's got big barriers here. So I assume that must lift. Yes, it would have to, wouldn't it? It would have to lift to let things through. Because that's very difficult, I think, to get through there. Oh, someone's lost a football. Okay, boys, we're going to walk along here. Stretch your legs before we get back in the car again. And then I'm going to go and grab a cup of tea from somewhere. Oh, that's cool. Access into someone's garden. I'd love to live this close to the river. Maybe not if it flooded. I wonder if that was some sort of garage or boathouse or something. It's a tiny, tiny property. I mean, that takes small living to quite something. Anyway, let's keep going along here. Look at these lovely boats. Do we think that's Winnie, as in the Pooh? The bumblebee? I love the idea of living on a boat, but I've had a friend that spent several years on a boat with her children and her husband, and it wasn't as easy as I think they first, or as enjoyable as they had hoped. I think maybe as a single person or a couple you could do it. Muddy boots. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, puppies, I might be able to let you off for a little bit on here. Oh, maybe not. There's a sheep. Is that a sheep? That might be a sheep. Not that you're bothered by sheep. Oh no, it's a dog. So that lady was saying that the dogs probably would have been fine, but they would have charged towards my dogs with a lot of interest. And I said, my dogs probably would have told them off, but I very much doubt it would have ended in anything more than just them getting their heckles up and telling them off. So, but I thought I was very grateful that she actually did put them on the lead, because you never know, do you? Link's tail is back up again, so even though he's a bit anxious, he's obviously feeling a bit more secure in a field, in his natural environment, without strange people. They've been in the car for an hour and a half, so I want them to be able to burn off a bit of energy. Oh, here comes another dog. I think it's a Labrador. It looks okay. I don't think I'll worry about that one. The little yappy. Oh no, my goodness, there's 3 of them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Desperately trying to work out where the footpath is. I'm going to go under this because I don't want to go. Oh, I want to go through the mud, quite honestly. Which is pretty horrid. Anyway, the footpath is this way, but there's a bunch of horses. So I might need to get the boys on their leads unless the horses decide to move. So right in front of the footpath. I don't want them getting kicked. Right, that actually went better than I thought. I was a little concerned because whatever way I went I was going to have to walk behind a horse, which you never do. I'm not a horse person and I know that, and you certainly don't walk behind a horse with 2 dogs. I did put them on leads, so I had them under better control. Oh, there looks like there's another dog coming. Right, go on then. then we walk back this way and we're going to have a cup of tea. Loving these wonderful old buildings. Look at the dovecot that's attached to the front of that house. We found the cafe. I wonder if they'll let dogs in. Oh yeah, dogs welcome. And here we have, not wanting to be sexist, 3 men and a woman in their natural environment building outdoor cooking equipment.
Men doing what they do best, arguing about screws.
Us women have already been involved and got it wrong. So now we're just holding things, and I've decided to film whilst the professionals are at work.
Sorry, Steve. Right, that's one in.
We have the designated health and safety officer over there, which is Rick. He's a little concerned about the sharp edges of the sheet steel.
Oh, I thought he was on about the sharpness of the cheese.
Yeah.
Damon is just trying not to wrap everything around Rick's head out of frustration.
And Steve's, because he started on it now.
And Steve's just being the wind-up merchant. So Rick, designated safety officer.
Yes,
What are your thoughts on this?
well, we had a team meeting before. See, when you have a project like this, it does take a special kind of team to put these things together.
I think so.
Absolutely, yes. And we've got our specialists on the case, and hopefully within a short space of time we will have a working, operating project.
What is it at the end of this?
I have no idea.
I'd like to just say that I'm so glad that we're here in Damon's Field and not where we were going to be this time this week, in sharpness.
In sharpness. Is it as sharp as this?
I see what you did there. Why?
Rick, what have you got there?
It's a ceramic tile. I think it's a floor tile.
It's a floor tile. And are there any concerns you have with that?
Not really.
Health and
no.
safety wise, is it gentle enough on the hands?
Yeah, the plastic might be an issue with the pizza, but
Oh wow.
see if we can solve that.
And we
now.
don't want anyone, you know, putting that on them or anything, do we? That might be very dangerous. So if you could dispose of that safely, that'd be amazing. Thanks.
Right, I think that's the base thing.
So I'm not sure if it's got an actual side to it. It sort of seems.
The right way up or the wrong way up?
It seems they're both the same.
Yeah.
I'd imagine this is very, very delicate, so I will be treating that with a bit of respect.
You got powder, not beans, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Whoops, I'm tripping
The
over.
one I picked up because it was in the slot. It was
It's very posh, Damon.
it even gives you the sizes.
It does.
Did you get some scales, Damon?
I did, yeah.
I know people like to do it with cups and things.
Now for the dough making. This is the second batch of dough. I didn't actually film the first batch of dough.
So 300, no more, no less.
Very precise. Science is a food, no food is a science.
What you've got to do is make sure this cat goes, Mamma mia, is it like I'm making a pizza?
It's looking good.
Oh my god. Was the scene out of Ghosts?
Yeah.
Yes, we did realise.
I missed that one.
No, that'll be that though.
Yeah, go on then, let's have a recreation then. Help him build his tower.
Rick's phallic
Hang on, we've got a
pizza.
couple of smaller pizza balls that we can put at the bottom.
Lemon and polenta.
That looks lovely.
I hope it's as
Thank you
nice
for
as it
thinking
looks.
of me on your
Yes,
cake
it's just
purchase.
delicious.
Smuts everywhere now. Smuts.
Cooking with Steve's kitchen, and we're gonna push this out, make a little sombrero.
No, probably not.
So we're just gonna get the shape. So make a little sombrero.
You're going to wear it?
You might be wearing it once I
You're going to throw it?
no. And then we'll just turn it over,
I don't mind that in my film.
Stepping into your
and we're gonna start turning.
camera.
It's not thin enough yet.
Are you gonna go for it?
I will when I get it to size. it's gonna.
It's falling apart.
It's got. Oh, it's yeah. It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, that's
That's gone.
definitely the first pancake.
So,
Definitely the first one.
you need semolina
Can you smell that?
instead of flour.
Yeasty.
It
right?
is. It
Gone
smells like
round.
booze.
The yeast, the yeast is
Flowers too
Should it not smell that yeasty?
saggy and
Right.
the yeast
Just
grows,
trying out.
so it's basically eaten the flour and turned into more yeast, and it's a little bit too yeasty, if I'm honest.
Mm.
Getting nice and close.
preheat the oven. Put the egg white, sugar, salt,
So we
2
need
spoons of oil.
some salt in there, whatever you fancy. I'd go probably about,
I like
you know,
Salt
salt.
says half teaspoon.
Yeah, more than that. That's
Sugar
only-
you
that's-
probably
that's
don't need
water.
sugar really. More.
Yeah, that's enough. That's good.
How
How many? 200 mils.
200 mils of water.
So that goes in.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do?
An egg white.
Can Luna have the egg yolk?
I doubt she'll eat it. Pepper's
boys
probably
would
will.
definitely
Yeah.
So we're going to just crack it and do it in our hands.
okay.
Is that the way you would do it?
No, but that's fine.
Okay. What we'll do then? We'll just put the
Right.
white in there.
Oh, is that Jen?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Okay.
What, you're going to break it?
And break it. There comes the yolk.
Boys, what's this? They'll eat the shell as well.
Okay, sugar, we're not doing salt. We've done oil, 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of oil.
It's
Okay.
200 grams.
200.
No,
50.
you can't undo it. Is it? No, it's 200.
No, it's 250. It was 200 of water.
Okay.
Semolina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
200.
250.
Keep going. All right to go. Oh, slow down. Little taps now. Little taps.
That'll do. You have got my instructions.
Thank you.
Now you can use the fork and start to.
Yeah, whisk it together to a smooth, thick batter. Bit of oil on there.
Not going to be a lot of proving to be done in mine, is there? Or
No,
kneading, sorry.
No kneading, no.
No kneading at all.
No, no kneading at all. You
Hi,
prove it
Jan.
after you've put everything on. Hello, Jen. Sorry, we're engrossed. We'll say hello in a moment.
I'm making you dinner.
Good. I'm starving. Thick, smooth batter.
Yeah, it's not looking smooth. It's looking like a lumpy
You're gonna
wallpaper
keep
paste.
going till
Keep
it's
going.
smooth.
That's as you're kneading.
Yeah, my kneading, I've got to whisk it for 10 minutes to get rid of the lumps.
Tomatoes and scatter those over the dough.
Oh.
Tear the mozzarella into chunks and dot it over the pizza.
Doesn't it have to sit there a little while, Michelle?
And,
Apparently not.
and sprinkle on the parmesan. Drizzle the spoon of olive oil over the pizza. And season with salt and pepper, and then leave to rise for 20 minutes. So top, oil, salt and pepper, leave.
Looks very runny for pizza dough.
It's different. I'm not having to do that big workout. I just had to whisk.
Yeah.
So you put all the toppings on and then let it rise? Yep,
Apparently
that's what it
so.
says.
Apparently so.
I want to sink into it.
I should think it will.
It's going to be like a focaccia. I was going to say.
I'm making a cake.
Oh, that's that bread where it all sink, all the
Yeah.
tomatoes are sunk
Yeah.
into it. Isn't
The
it?
one that
Yeah.
I call focaccia. I can't say it right.
Yeah, a bit. It's either focaccia or as the rest of us say, focaccia.
Focaccia. I did wash my fingers and the rest of my hands.
I wouldn't bother licking your finger after.
I don't think that's going to... Yeah, because I'm thinking, oh, it looks like cake dough. No.
Don't push it too into this side because that's going to stick. You want it to bloom.
Told to put it to the
It's
side.
push to the edges.
Push to the edges, it says.
I haven't got a spoon.
Please.
You're not cutting your fingers already.
No, it was my nail.
Oh. Adds flavour.
You don't mind a bit of nail in there, do you?
What end's yours, Jen?
It's taken over now.
I just know I'm not having you cutting something that'll get us all gagging.
Yeah, we don't want me cooking it because it'll end up with blood in it. Always does.
We're going to use up all the tomatoes just on one piece.
Well, you
Oh,
are,
there is a-
but
there
you
is
are
a-
if you're doing dot to dot tomatoes. You're not going
Well-
for a nice up.
Well, it's because we haven't got any sauce, so I assumed we were doing the tomatoes instead of. I now have to leave this for 20 minutes to rise
There's a window now.
with all of its stuff,
There we go.
you know.
Yeah.
It can rise around it, it becomes one.
So we just
giving it a better go now with the semolina. Apparently that works better.
So what topping do you put on as traditional?
Traditional, they would just very simple. I mean, rarely more than 3 or 4 toppings max.
They do a margarita, which is obviously tomato, basil, and cheese.
Cheese and tomato is probably my favourite.
Tiny bit of olive oil.
Pepperoni, so you think you're going for a pepperoni, but that's actually
Just
capsicum
red
pepper.
capsicum.
Oh no, don't want that.
So we ordered a pepperoni and got a pepper pizza.
It wouldn't slide before. We couldn't get it to slide on the
No,
flour.
on the flour it's just drying and sticking. We just let it rest a little bit. Let the elastic stretch out of it. Why not James having that?
I'm having
The focaccia.
yes, the
So
experiment.
No, I'll leave the sweet.
Black
one.
pepper?
Sweet corn.
Yeah.
Pineapple on the pizza. What do the viewers think? Yes or no? I'm going with a yes.
Always a yes.
Always a yes. I didn't put it on ours, Jen. Do you want some on?
Do you want some on your side?
I'll have it on my side as well
You
if
have
she's
it on
having
your
it.
side as well?
Go on then, we'll chuck some on.
No, I'm good with that.
Just to
Why
prove the
not?
point.
It's going to be
Just a touch,
simple.
yeah. Not so much.
Anything to make it better, right?
I think we're just going to be scooping it up and just shoveling it in.
You got a knife
Not in
and fork?
slices, no, it'll be.
This doesn't strike me that it's going to be a proper pizza.
Our pizza's going to be the best pizza.
All the toppings
Yeah.
go in
Smells
there.
good.
Wow, that's good.
Hang on, let's get some pictures.
You did good.
Thank you.
That looks good, doesn't it?
You can come again.
Oh wow! Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, everybody's
look at
Briggs Pizza's all sad over here.
Oh,
That's your
the man who kneaded for 20 minutes
You just mixed up
and I
some
mixed it
batter,
up
basically made a pancake and put some cheese on it.
and everyone loves it. Don't you just hate people like us?
Again.
It's like the
Go,
day
go,
at the
go.
races.
Go on, Luna. Whoop. Go, go, go.
Put your money on
Whoa.
the dogs.
That was loud. Is that because you nearly ran into the pole, Luna?
It's so still now. It's nice.
Thank you for all your hard work, Steve and Michelle.
Well, you know, it was good fun. I
It
quite
was, it
enjoyed
was. I really enjoyed tonight.
Yeah,
It's
it's
great.
still good fun.
This wasn't just the doing that, it was all of us being together and doing that. It was just so nice.
Yeah.
It's very atmospheric.
The duck's going. Yeah.
There
There
is.
is. There is.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Are you facing the right way?
No. probably not.
They wait till the cameras turn
I
around.
just caught it in the top right hand corner of the screen.
Oh, I've got a really noisy mozzie in my ear.
Oh.
This is terrible lighting, so I'm really sorry. You've got me in fuzz mode. Anyway, we are having an amazing time. It is now 10:30. No, 9:30. 10 o'clock. It's starting to go dark. My dogs have been rather annoying, little bit yappy, little bit annoying. But then they calmed down, had a really good run with Luna Dog around the field. So I think they're starting to relax and are feeling a little less nervous about all the people. And there's my dogs. Told them it's time to go to bed. And that'll be Link. Anyway, I'm going to go and join the crew back over here in the very beautifully lit chill out zone. We've still got a little bit of fire left in the pizza oven. We're just going to sit around and chit chat. It's nearly midnight on Friday and we've had an amazing evening. Well, an amazing afternoon. It's been a lot of fun. I didn't know the 2 other people that are here prior to coming, but they are very, very lovely people, very bubbly, very chatty, very sweet, and in fact, they have a YouTube channel, so I will put a link to their YouTube channel down in the description. But they're really sweet people, and I was nervous about meeting new people. I'm feeling quite peopled out, so I was a little bit worried about meeting new people. I knew that it was going to be Rick and Damon, obviously, and myself. But when I realised there was extras, I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know. And I was worried about the dogs because, I mean, they have been a little bit tiresome. They were both very overwhelmed with the travelling and then people. So there was a lot of sort of yipping and just anxiety behaviours. But they've settled down, which is lovely. And then they were playing with Luna Dog, running around the field, and that was really lovely to see. And seeing them play chase just means that they've relaxed. So I feel more relaxed myself, because I was just really worried that what happens if they, you know, nipped somebody, or, you know, if there was just a lot of things I was worried about. On the whole, the dogs are really good, but out of their comfort zone, they have high anxiety. You've seen Link when we go into towns in high anxiety mode, and he was a little bit like that, and he does nip when he's scared. So I was worried about that situation, but we seem to be managing it so far, so that's good. And they've all been amazing people about, you know, the dogs, and very kind about this, you know, about them barking and stuff, so I'm very grateful. And yeah, we had, you know, like a proper pizza making masterclass. They've travelled all over the world, and they're currently travelling the UK on bikes. And they're over here from Australia. So, you know, they travel. Their whole channel, as you'll see, it's sort of about travels and their adventures and stuff. So really worth checking out. I'm sure you'll love it. But yes, I'm feeling more relaxed now. I'm feeling more like, it's not as daunting as I thought it might be, meeting new people, when I was just feeling really sort of peopled out. You know, I've had a lot of work on, and a lot of people, and with my new job, my new care job, I'm meeting a whole team of new people. And so I really, this weekend, kind of felt the need to decompress. And I was a bit worried that meeting new people would mean I wouldn't be able to do that. But thankfully, Damon reassured me, and I'm glad I listened to him and didn't listen to my fears. Sometimes you've got to step out of your comfort zone, haven't you? Anyway, that's a lot of waffling. That's 3 minutes of waffling, basically telling you I'm having a good time, and I shouldn't have worried about meeting new people. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed now. I'm going to drink my tea and get some sleep, and I will come back to you lovely lot tomorrow.